Hi everyone and welcome back to Sprinkle with Paper. Today I'm going to be sharing how to make a layered greeting card using your Cricut machine. To get started, the supplies we're going to need are going to be glitter cardstock, and I'm going to be using purple, lavender, pink, light pink, and silver, and then I'm also going to be using a plain light pink cardstock. We're also going to be needing a scoring tool, hot glue, masking tape, and then foam adhesive tab stickers. So these are the Recollections brand, and these can be found on Amazon or at Michael's. Next, let's create our design in Cricut Design Space. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a base for our card. So we're just going to simply click on the Shapes tab, and then we're going to select the heart. I'm going to change the width of the heart to 5.5 inches, and then I'm going to duplicate it 2 times. One of the hearts we're going to hide for now because this is going to be the design element of our card, and then I'm just going to keep 2 of them to create the base. Next, we're going to connect the hearts by making sure that they're touching and just slightly overlapping, and then we're going to highlight both of the hearts and click Weld. Once it's cut out, this is where we're going to score down the middle, so then we could fold these 2 hearts in half, and this is going to be the base of our card. Now we'll just hide the base until later, and we're going to bring back that other heart that we had originally hidden over on the side. So for this next portion of the design, we're going to be creating all the layers for our top design. So step 1, we're going to split this heart into 4 equal sections. So to do this, we're just going to click on the Shapes tab and we're going to select the square. We're going to be using this square to slice this heart into 4 equal sections. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to unlock the square, and then we're just going to adjust the width so it is fully covering the heart and hanging over. And then for the height, that's what really matters, we're going to be making that 1.1 inches. Now just layer the rectangle over the very top of the heart, and then let's duplicate that rectangle before we use it, and we're just going to move it down to the side and save that for the next step. And now we're just going to highlight that first rectangle that's up at the very top of the heart and the heart, and then we're going to click Slice. Now just move the top piece that we just sliced off up to the right-hand corner so we can save it for later. And then we're going to delete the piece that was underneath, and then we're going to move on to the next section. And then this time we just need to change the arrangement. So we need to bring this rectangle to the front of the heart. So to do that, we're just going to go up to Arrange, and we're going to click Move to Front. Again, we're just going to duplicate the rectangle. Now we'll just highlight the rectangle and the heart and click Slice. Now we'll just repeat those steps 2 more times until we have 4 equal sections of our heart. Now that we have our 4 sections cut out, we're just going to put it back together like a puzzle. Now step 2, we're just going to change each section of the heart to a different color. So for me, I'm going to be using purple, lavender, pink, and light pink. So now we've completed the second layer of our design. The first layer was the base, and now this is the second layer. So we're going to highlight all the sections of this heart, and we're going to click Duplicate, and then we're going to group them together. And then we're going to hide it over on the side so we can save it for later when we're ready to cut. For step 4, we're going to move on to the third layer of our design. And to create the third layer, we're just going to go back over to the Shapes tab and we're going to select the heart again. And this time we're going to change the width to 5.15 inches. Now we're just going to center the solid heart onto our layered heart. And then once it's nice and centered, we're going to move that solid heart to the back. So we're just going to go up to Arrange and click Move to Back. So basically, we're going to be using this solid heart to cut out the border of each of these individual sections of our layered heart. So since we can only slice 2 pieces at a time, we're going to hide the bottom sections of the heart. So I'm going to hide the light pink, the pink, and the lavender. Now just move the solid heart to the front by going up to Arrange and clicking Move to Front. And now we'll just select both pieces and click Slice. From here, we can just delete those solid pieces that were just cut off of the heart because we're only keeping the border. So the part that kind of looks like an M, we're going to just keep that piece and we're going to move it up to the right-hand corner and save it. Next, we'll bring back the bottom light pink portion of the heart. And then we will select both pieces and click Slice again. Next, we'll repeat the step with the lavender. And now when we move on to the pink piece, we're just going to make one small adjustment. We're going to change the width of the solid piece that's left from the heart to 5.19. And then we're going to center it, and then we'll select both pieces and click Slice. Now just delete the pieces that we no longer need. Now we're left with all of the border pieces of the heart, so we're going to just piece it back together. Now to complete this layer of our design, we're going to add the little hearts. So again, we're just going to go over to Shapes and we're going to select the heart. Change the width of the heart to 0.68. And then we're just going to position the hearts onto this border frame that we've created so it's touching and slightly overlapping. So in this first layer up here at the top in the purple, I'm going to place 4 hearts. Then just continue to duplicate the hearts until you've filled in your design. So the top layer for mine is going to have 4. The second on the lavender is going to have 5. The bottom light pink will have 2, and then the pink will have 4. Now to fill in this empty space in the middle of the heart, I'm going to put the word Mom. So I'm just going to click on Text and type in Mom. And then I'm going to change the font to the font Black Rose. Black Rose is a free font that can be downloaded over on dafont.com. Now just highlight all of the letters and click Weld. And then we're going to position it onto our heart design right in the middle. So now as you can see here, Mom is just kind of floating in the middle of this heart, and I want to secure it onto the border. So to do that, I'm just going to click on Shapes, and I'm going to select the square, and then I'm going to unlock the square, and I'm going to change the dimensions to 1.74 by 0.1, and I'll do this on both sides of the word Mom. So now to complete this layer of our design, the last thing we need to do is we need to weld each of these individual sections. So to do that, I'm just going to highlight the top section, so the purple, and then only the hearts that are within the purple section. I'm going to highlight all of those pieces and I'm going to click Weld. Then I'll move on to the lavender and then the hearts that are within the lavender section, and then the pink and the light pink. To get to the Mom section to weld those pieces together, I'm just going to need to move the bottom portion of the heart down and then the top portion up. And then once I do that, I can highlight those 2 lines that we created and the word Mom and click Weld. Now just move all the pieces back together and we've completed our 3rd layer. And now for the last layer, we're just going to top each of the hearts with a smaller heart. And we're going to change the width to 0.58. Now just duplicate the heart so we're covering each of the hearts on our design. And once all of the hearts are covered, then I'm just going to go in and I'm going to change the color of the hearts to coordinate with the section that they're in. And so now that I'm looking at this, I feel like we're missing something, and I think that we need to add some hearts on the side of Mom. And then I'm going to place one on each side of the word Mom, and I'm going to adjust it to 0.68. And then I'm just going to make 2 more smaller hearts at the 0.58 size, and I'm going to layer them onto the silver. And then we're going to need to weld that on. So again, I'm just going to move the top portion up and the bottom portion down of the heart. And then I'll move the small silver hearts to the side so I can weld together the Mom, the 2 hearts, and the lines. So now that we've completed our final layer, we're just going to go over to the right-hand side and we're going to bring back the layers we had originally made. Now we'll just layer everything together so we can see the finished product. And then I'm just going to change the base of my card to light pink. And we are ready to cut. So now that I have all of my pieces cut, I'm just going to score the heart down the center so that I can easily fold it in half. Next, I'll attach all the layers to the base using the foam stickers to give it a 3D look. The first layer I'll be attaching are the 4 solid layers of the heart, and I'm going to be using the large foam stickers to attach these. Next, I'm going to attach the border layer, and this time I'm going to use the smaller foam stickers, and I'm going to attach them to each of the hearts instead of trying to attach it to the border because the border is just a little too thin. And now for our final layer, I'm just going to attach all of the individual hearts using the small foam stickers. And there you have it, a beautiful layered card. I know that this project had a lot of steps, more than most of the projects I share here, so if you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video or if you found it helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel grow. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, happy crafting.